Suzanne Scarry is from a small town in the southeast Appalachian part of Ohio. She's my half-sister Amber's mom. Amber and I share the same dad. It wasn't always easy, but Suzanne and my parents worked to keep us all connected. Suzanne is constantly giving. Whether it was our first computer in the early 90s, to a couple of years ago donating to a theater I was working at in Seattle to get a new play up and running. Her greatest gift, though, has been her being who she is, an example of positivity and resilience. Suzanne was diagnosed with a rare, incurable disease called alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency.
Basically held a child, but when I was 26 years old, my brother got ill. They figured out that he had alpha-1 antitrypsin. That's where it started. From there, I stayed healthy. Now I'm 46, and I'm starting to feel a little out of breath about climbing stairs and stuff. And I'm like, pretty much my doctors down around here, this southern part, they just kind of wrote it off. I'll give you this inhaler. Go home and get your stuff in order. I got sideways for about a year or so, and just real put out, real negative. And a couple years later, Dr. Stoller, who is the leading in alpha-1 technology, just knows everything in the world. And as soon as I met him, I felt better. I gained a little weight. I got on the right medicines.
I drove up to Cleveland to see Dr. Stoller.
I wish I could get him a bow tie. Send him a Christmas bow tie.
He's the director of the Alpha-1 Antitrypsin Center and chair of the Education Institute at the Cleveland Clinic in Cleveland, Ohio.
That's awesome.
I wanted to find out what Alpha-1 was.
So alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency is, of course, a deficiency or lack of an enzyme called alpha-1 antitrypsin. What is alpha-1 antitrypsin? Alpha-1 antitrypsin is a protein made in the liver. Under normal circumstances, it goes from the liver into the bloodstream, and it coats the lung and essentially protects the lung against being broken down by other enzymes that are naturally in the body.
So he introduced me to augmentation, and it actually puts antitrypsin back in the body. And it doesn't fix it, doesn't get any worse, but doesn't get any better. Then comes the year 2006, I retire, so I could work out and kind of like train for the transplant, because I'm gonna win. I'm gonna beat this, and got longlisted, and then I was shortlisted. I think it was about 2010, maybe 12, and I was about 2 weeks out, and they said, "Oh, wait a minute, we found something in one of the CT scans," and they found it in the left lung, right size, some kind of could have been cancer. So that's what it was. That knocked me off the transplant list for 5 years. I'm not sure, where I'm going to be, in that many years, because I think I'm on the second year now. There's about 3 more years. Then I have to go all through the testing again, which is nothing to me. It's a lot, but to me, it's all that's worth it. It's all worth it. Oh, stop that. Now, wait a minute. We're supposed to be in the car listening to country music.
That's about it, unless you have anything else you would like to say about Suzanne or...
She's a remarkable person, and one of the gratifications of being a doctor is, seeing people, we're all people, seeing people really rise up and respond to challenging circumstances in heroic ways. And when you see that, as I have seen that with Suzanne, when you see that, you just want to take stock of that and say, wow, that's just awesome, because it's really hard to do. And when you see it happen and you see someone have equanimity about a challenge, and there's a certain, I've often said, nobility of the human spirit, but there's a certain nobility about it, a grace in her attitude about this that I've recognized and admired.